everyone, in this video I'm going to teach you some easy magic tricks that kids will have fun performing for family and friends. All of them just use common household items. First we're going to show you the tricks, and then we'll show you how to teach them to the kids. Let's get started. Goes into the hand, and then magic. All I do is grab my wrist here, and the pencil adheres to my hand. Check it out. It's all good. The magnetic pencil. Tell you what, I'm going to show you how to do this. Very simple. So I just grab the pencil here, and then when I put my hand under, see, what you didn't see was when it looks like I'm just grabbing the wrist, but see, I'm actually holding it with my finger here. And that is the secret. So it looks like it's holding the pencil stuck to my hand, but it's actually my finger here that's doing all of the magic. Okay, that was kind of a cheap trick, wasn't it? So we'll tell you what, let me see if I can do a little more magical method this time. I'm going to grab my wrist, and once again, I perform the trick just as I showed you, see? But wait. I'm going to let go of my hand here. And there you go. Now that's real magic there. That's what you call a magnetic pencil right there. Here's a trick called the clipped card. As you can see, there are 5 playing cards glued together. Show you the front and the back. Now, I'd like to point out that there is one card that's slightly different. You'll notice there's a face card, a red king, and the rest are clubs and spades, which allows for contrast. I want you to remember where the red king is. We're going to turn it around, and now using this paper clip, can you use this clip to clip the red king? Now, what most people do is clip it right here in the middle. But when you turn the cards around, you'll see that they completely missed the red king. Here's the explanation for the water into ice trick. What you're going to need is a fairly sturdy cup, and it has to be opaque. You can't be able to see inside, so you can't use a glass for this. Second of all, you're going to need another container that's clear. It helps with the trick because you want them to see that there's water inside of this glass here. And the real secret to the trick is inside of the mug here that I'm using, I have a sponge jammed into the bottom, and that's the secret. So all you're going to need is I'm using a mug, but you can use any opaque cup. Jam the sponge into the cup, and then what you're going to do is just rest a few pieces of ice on top of the cup, and you'll be ready to start. So all you do is bring out your water, make sure people see water, and then make sure that the people, your audience, sees the water being poured into the glass, and then all you have to do is turn over the glass and the ice falls out. Now, one thing to keep in mind with the kids performing this trick is that make sure that they keep the glass up higher up, because the tendency is to go bring it down, and if they do that, people might get a peek in there and see the ice and the sponge. And keep in mind, wherever the sponge is, there's still ice on top that increases the height, and all it takes is a little tilt and people will be able to see it. So that is water into ice. The idea is to make George Washington smile and frown. Here's how you do this. You fold the bill in the following manner. You form a small V, so actually the fold looks like this. Just like that. There's just a tiny little V in the middle that runs directly through George Washington's mouth. But here's where the illusion comes into play. When you hold George Washington, you can turn him this way and he appears to smile, and you turn him this way and he appears to be upset. That's a sad looking founding father there. And back up, he's happy and sad, and that is the smiling dollar bill. Here's the secret to vanishing a ball with a paper cup. And you're probably going to want to use a paper cup when you see the secret. So first of all, the ball is not a big deal. All I did was crumple up a little bit of tin foil here. So you can easily make your prop out of something you probably have in the house. Next thing you're going to need is a paper cup. It could be a drink cup you get from a fast food place. Any disposable paper cup will work. And here's the secret. Look inside and you'll notice that there is a hole at the bottom of the cup. And that's the secret. Now, first of all, notice that the hole is only on one side of the cup. I didn't cut out the entire bottom of the cup. I think it makes this easier because it creates a little bit of a ledge, and I'll explain why. So, all the kids have to do is walk out with the cup. They show the ball. Now, here's what happens. I'm going to do the exposed view, but typically you would have the kid, when performing this, face the audience just like this. So here's what happens. You're holding the cup, the ball is dropped in, and then it rolls into the hand. And once it's in the hand, then it can be held against the bottom of the cup, the other half, and then the cup can be turned over and nothing's there. Here's how to perform the magnetic pencil. I like to use my left hand to hold the pencil and my right hand to cause the magic to happen. Now, when you perform the trick, it looks like you're just grabbing your wrist here and somehow the pencil sticks. But it's not the case. Here's what happens. So you grab and then, see how my hand is grabbing here, and then you can let go of your hand and it appears that the pencil is adhering to the hand. But the secret is, you're extending a finger here from the right hand. So that's step one. Now see how I released it there? What I like to do is, to get into it, I grab the pencil with my left hand, and then as I'm putting my right hand around the wrist here, I just kind of undercover here, extend my finger, and then let all the other fingers reach around. And I'm still holding the pencil with my left hand. And then at this point I can release and then let it go. Now the way I like to get out of this is I like to just kind of slam it on the table like this. And at that point, see, I just shifted my finger over as I slammed it down. So now the finger moved to here, and then I can show everything to be clean right there. For the phase two, you're going to need a second pencil. And so what's the secret? Watch. No, see, the watch. The watch right here is the secret to the trick. So what you do is beforehand, you place a pencil underneath the watch. Now this one's a little trickier to get into, but what you do is, it's very similar to the other way. You just under here, see, they don't know that there's a pencil attached under the watch here. Take the other pencil, place it in, grab it with the other, and then you do the same thing as you did before. In fact, it's fun to show the trick, and then here you can do this and everybody kind of laughs and says, haha, they know how it's done. But what's really cool is you can let go and there's nothing seemingly holding the pencil in place. And you can pretty much do what we did last time. Just kind of drop it and then bring your hand back, and then everybody can examine the pencil. But of course, you have a pencil right here underneath your wristwatch. Pretty sneaky, huh? But that is the magnetic pencil. For this trick, and this is a classic kids trick, all you need are 5 playing cards, and you glue them together in this fashion, just showing the indexes. I was going to actually shoot a video showing me constructing this, but I'm not sure we need to do this. There's just 5 playing cards glued together. So you just glue them together, have the index showing, and there's nothing more than that. And then you just use tape or glue, and all you need is a paper clip. So find an old deck of cards and you're about ready to go. And just as I did in the presentation, this is actually an optical illusion. You point out that there is a red king. You want people to clip the red king with the paper clip. Now here's what happens though, when you turn it around, it's natural inclination to say the king was in the middle, so right there would be the middle. However, what people don't realize, and this is what is the secret that makes the trick, is that you're actually, when you turn the card over this way, you're actually looking at the other end of the king. The king is here, but when you look at it there, it's actually positioned right on the front card, because this is the edge of the king here when you turn over the card. So that's the reason why when it's clipped, the clip turns up over here, and so it's really more of an optical illusion than a magic trick. If you really wanted to clip the king, you're going to clip it somewhere way out here, and then you would actually clip the king. So perhaps it's more of a puzzle than a magic trick, but it's a classic trick that's often taught to kids, and you'll even find this in a magic store being sold. You can make your own with just an old deck of cards and a paper clip. Well, I hope the kids in your life are having a blast performing easy magic tricks for their friends and family. Please give us a like, and please subscribe for more magic lessons in the future. Thank you for watching. See you next time.